And speaking of updates, TCL is now coming out with their new line of televisions. We've been hoping this day would come. We thought it was going to come soon, but now it is here. And we have our own Caleb Denison here to walk us through what it is that we are getting from TCL. Caleb, as always, good to see you, sir. So what do we have here that's new?
That is a great question, Greg, and one that I have been looking forward to answer for quite some time. TCL, as you know, big in the TV game now. A couple years ago, they unleashed this 6 Series TV that surprised everybody with how great it was. Relatively unknown brand. They've really made a name for themselves. So this was a hotly anticipated release, and now we have it. So we have learned that the new TCL 6 Series kind of takes a step up. Kind of looks like their premium 8 series from last year. It is going to have mini LED tech. That is a ton, like tens of thousands of mini LEDs behind the panel illuminating the television, which means you're going to get amazing contrast, really great brightness. The HDR should be absolutely off the hook. And the color, of course, is going to be very excellent because it employs some quantum dot technology in there as well. So basically, TCL's really popular TV from last year is going to be many times better this year, but it's not really going up in price. And here's the kicker. These things are super gamer friendly. So the 6 Series in particular has a THX certified game mode, which means that it's going to automatically pop into game mode when you turn on a console. It'll have very low input lag, very high refresh rate. It also has a variable refresh rate, so right up to 120 hertz. Whatever the game is spitting out, it will reproduce it frame by frame exactly as it's supposed to be. So we're talking about like a high-end gaming monitor style of gaming experience in an actual television, so that you can get that up to, well, up to 75 inches if you want to. That's really big news. Now, the pricing for the 6 Series is going to be $650 for a 55, $900 for a 65, and $1,400 for a 75 inch version. So not really much more expensive than the 6 Series was last year, but vastly improved. And this is really exciting news.
And this is something, TCL just over the last few years. I mean, I still feel like they're the new ones on the block, even though they're not really that new anymore. But it's crazy how they can come out with these and still have the prices down like that. So you got the 6 Series that came out, and then there's also the 5 Series.
The 5 Series this year, which was, sort of their, I don't want to say low end model, but sort of low mid model, very affordable. The performance of that particular series was not like gangbusters. The 6 Series, everybody's like, oh my gosh, how can you get this kind of picture quality for this kind of money? The 5 Series, less so. But the good news is this year, the 5 Series looks like last year's 6 Series. So it's going to have quantum dot technology, more local dimming zones. So again, really great control of the contrast and the brightness and the HDR experience. Everything that you want. It's got a new design. It looks super sleek. Both of these TVs, you can hide the cabling in the feet, which a lot of people are really excited about, apparently. So cable management, definitely a thing with this TV. And here's the kicker. The 55-inch or the 50-inch version is going to go for $400. The 55-inch is just $450. 65, $630, and the 75-inch version, I've never seen this before, is just $1,100, which means it will be under $1,000 probably by the time the holidays come around. And that's just
Wow.
Nuts.
Yeah, for a 75-inch television with all of that on that. So you've got all that. Okay, so you got the 6 Series, you got the 5 Series. What about, as we've been seeing with more and more television manufacturers, what about 8K?
Well, that's the teaser. It's going. TCL is going to unleash its 8 Series, which we did see last year, and we were absolutely, blown away by it. That's where we first saw that mini LED tech that the 6 Series got this year. The 8 Series is expected to come out right alongside the new next-gen consoles later this year. It is an 8K television this year with all the gaming features that we just talked about, which is going to be insane. And also, it's going to have this new, well, TCL was calling it Vidrian technology. I think they may stick with that. But if you hail back to CES earlier this year, they had this special process where they basically embedded the pixels inside a sheet of glass, and they eliminated a bunch of layers that you commonly see with an LED television. So it's very thin. It's extremely bright, and it's got amazing contrast. It's probably the closest to OLED that we've ever seen before in a non-OLED TV. And because it's not an OLED and it's from TCL, it should be significantly less expensive than the OLED competition. That is the TV that I'm absolutely I can't wait to get my hands on it later this year. But we are going to have to be patient. We're going to have to wait until a little bit later this year. They did not say it very specifically, but I think we're looking at about November.
Okay, so November for those ones, but still these new ones that are coming out right now, we've got all the details too at digitaltrends.com. Everybody can go there and take a look. Caleb, as always, great talking to you to find out what is going on with televisions. Now, I'm excited for all of these, and plus that price is pretty good, so now I kind of want to get one. But check it all out right there. Caleb, as always, great to talk to you.
You as well, Greg. Take care.